Our top focus in WION right now, amid tariff war with the United States of America, China is making efforts to strengthen ties with its neighbors. As a part of his visit to Southeast Asia, Chinese President Xi Jinping landed in Malaysia. He was welcomed by the country's King Sultan Ibrahim in a ceremony at the golden-domed Istana Palace. After talks with the king, the Chinese president met with the Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, who is hosting him for dinner at the administrative capital of Putrajaya outside Kuala Lumpur. According to Malaysian Foreign Ministry, both the leaders will witness signing of a range of bilateral agreements, that's between China and Malaysia. Before Malaysia, Xi visited Vietnam, and the next stop is Cambodia. But China's reach out is not restricted to Southeast Asia. In South Asia, it seems to be burying the hatchet with India, with the country's embassy in New Delhi issuing record number of visas to Indians this year. In a statement posted on social media, Chinese Ambassador Xu Feong said that as of 9th April 2025, the embassy and consulates have issued more than 85,000 visas to Indian citizens traveling to China this year. He welcomed more Indians, who he referred to as friends, to visit and experience what he called an open, safe, vibrant, sincere and friendly China. Now, the ties between the two neighboring countries, China and India, have taken a positive swing since Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping met last year. That's on the sidelines of the BRICS summit in Russia's Kazan. The meeting coincided with both the countries reaching an agreement on patrolling arrangements along the LAC, leading to disengagement at key friction points in eastern Ladakh, including Depsang and Demchok.
Mr. Prime Minister, I'm prepared to exchange views with Your Excellency.
And well, for more on this, our assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Dhan Sibul, has sent us this report. Take a look.
Chinese embassy here in India has said that it has issued 85,000 visas to Indians this year, and the data pertains to the first 3 months of this year. The development comes at a time when there is progressive normalization of the relationship after the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Chinese President Xi Jinping met on the sidelines of the BRICS summit last year. Thereafter, the foreign ministers have met, the defense ministers have met, the Indian NSA has traveled to Beijing, the Indian Foreign Secretary has traveled to Beijing. But essentially, there is a global geopolitical turmoil as well going. Donald Trump's tariff has riled global markets, and while he's paused the tariffs, he hasn't done so for China. Meanwhile, the Chinese president is on his visit to Southeast Asian countries, to Vietnam, Cambodia and Malaysia. And the message from the Chinese side is that they are a much more reliable partner than the Americans. And it looks like that the world is entering in a new phase of Cold War. And while this is happening, the two large economies of Asia are also engaging with each other and hoping the relationship will become more normal, something that was missing since the Galwan incident. Siddhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.